So in the real estate data set, we offer you the median home value. Here, this median home value in Oakland, California, for this particular micro neighborhood or block group is $1,488,000. That's very high. That is not necessarily a bargain. But you can see that there's a number of homes in this neighborhood that are priced below that. In fact, 21.6%, or about 1 in 5 households, is worth somewhere less than about $1,074,000. And about 5% or 5.4% are worth between $286,000 and $429,000. We also show you the median real estate taxes that are paid in this micro neighborhood and what that effective rate is. In this case, it's 0.9%. And then we plot on a graph the value relative to the nation and the value relative to the state of where this neighborhood is. And as you might expect, it's way up in the upper right. For those of you who are investors and really interested in understanding what you can get back from your investment in rent, we have this information on the years of the average rent needed to buy the average home in this neighborhood. Here, because it's so expensive to buy in, it's 29 years and 3 months of the average rent that you could command for the average home here to pay back. So it's very, very long. In some cases, we've seen them as low as 5 years and even less, maybe even 3 years. But in this case, it takes quite a bit of time, and that has a condition alert associated with it. Here it says another Scout exclusive, this neighborhood's ratio of average monthly rental cost to median house value is among the highest in this state, meaning it would take many more months at the average rent to purchase the average home. This indicates that it may be desirable to rent instead of buy here, or that an investment in rental property may not be advisable. Now, the average market rent here is a unique feature of Neighborhood Scout. We show this here at $2,782 a month. This is the market rent that people are paying, and the market rent that we have built removes any public housing from it so that it's looking at true market rent, and the median monthly rent by the number of bedrooms. And in this case, there are no or few studio 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom rental units in the neighborhood. It's all 3 bedrooms or more. We tell you all about the setting. So for example, if it's on the coast or lakefront or has farms, here in this neighborhood in Oakland, it's not down on the water, it's up a ways, but it's not on a lake, and there's no farms in the vicinity. And the neighborhood look and feel about population density going from remote through densely urban. This neighborhood is urban with 8,588 people per square mile. We show you detailed information about the housing market. So for example, the age of homes. In this neighborhood, look at this. 82.7% of the homes were built from 1939 or earlier, and in some cases quite a bit earlier. And only 0.5% were built after 2000. So much more aged housing stock in this neighborhood. Also, 96.4% are single family homes, and only 1.2% are small apartment buildings and 1.8% apartment buildings, or larger apartment complexes rather. The home sizes, to go along with the types of buildings that are here, they tend to be 3 and 4 bedrooms, but they also have greater than 10% are 5 or more bedrooms, which is really an outstandingly high percentage of homes that have 5 or more bedrooms relative to the nation, and hence why it has a condition alert here to point out that this is a place that has this condition. Is pretty extreme for America to have such a high percentage of homes or 5 or more bedrooms. There are no special purpose housing in this neighborhood. We also show you about the home ownership rate as well as vacancies. So here, 89.9% owners, only 10.1% renters. Vacant year-round, fewer than 5%, so it has very low vacancy, and seasonally vacant, less than 0.4%. One of the things that we have in the footer of every neighborhood for every address you can pull up is a comparable neighborhoods nearby section. This tells you information on the neighborhoods within 10 miles or so as the crow flies from this neighborhood that are statistically most similar to this one. They're very useful for understanding other places that you may want to invest in or explore in the area, as well as understanding where to draw comps or to just compare neighborhoods among other places that you might have a better knowledge of. We understood a long time ago that people tend to understand things they don't know by comparing them to things they do know. And this comparable neighborhoods nearby is part of my doctoral work, and it is a patented application that uses about 273 dimensions in the data to provide information on how similar places are. So you can see a 77% match to this neighborhood in Oakland, and up here is about a 78% match to this neighborhood in Oakland, which would be like a C+ match.